Further on the word Kirk, uh, it's interesting to note that what many have been deceived into using as to talk about their place of worship, where they go as a Christian believer. You'll notice that the word Kirk, when you go right to the root source of it, it actually Kirk or Circe was a goddess of sorcery, Pharmakia. Now, we've already talked about this in a previous video. It said that the nations would be deceived by this sorcery. As you can see right now, the Pope is actually promoting Pharmakia and everybody getting vaccinated, and especially making sure that people in the poor countries are the first targets or guinea pigs to get it. Therefore, could you expect anything good to come out of someone associated with the term Kirk, Pharmakia? There's a good article there, so if you get really close there, you can actually look it up on the net. I didn't go too far in having to find research on it. I had a really good or a very well put together research article that I had put away in storage. I didn't find it in time for this video, but I found that there was so much already up on the internet that's updated that you won't have a problem researching the word Kirk. I did talk to a few groups on the internet, pastors, leaders of their Kirks, and told them about this, and they were just infuriated and insulted that I could even bring up the subject matter. And of course, next, were telling me that I wasn't welcome on their site, and then on top of that, they were also warning their followers not to go to my site because it was involving what they consider to be rebellion against the state, trying to quote Romans 13 that they themselves don't even understand. So we definitely have deceivers in there, and John's writing did state that anybody who added to that book, especially the book of Revelation, would end up being thrown into the lake of fire. That means eternal death. So when the translators put the word Kirk in there, or church, instead of to congregate, because that is what the word ecclesia really means when you go into the research on that word that was supposed to be there. They were to congregate and to gather, as it said, do not forsake the gathering of yourselves together, as the unbelievers do. So yes, they were to gather together, but they were not to gather into a place they call a kirk or a pagan temple. So it's amazing how people can rationalize these things and then keep going on them, and then going to the point that they say, well, I'm not going to change. Well, we do require to change if we have a wrong view. And so it is our obligation to spread the truth, not lies. And this is the truth. And you will be very, very, very I was surprised at what you'll find when you go into the research on the word Kirk. So take your time, please do the due diligence on this, because there are many good people that have been deceived that are attending or members of these Kirks, and they will not find salvation within those Kirks.